Potentially, they will move into back to Cortez Park, where we have had some issues in the past.
In Pierce Park, which is located in Council District 6, the homeless gather during the day, but at night they are forced to leave. In November, the City Council hired private security for overnight patrols to make sure the parks are cleared after dark. In its next budget, the council wants to hire 14 park rangers who will conduct overnight patrols of all 180 city parks to make sure no one camps there. A Superior Court judge has given the city until July 10th to clean up the zone, but the city intends to file an appeal asking for more time. Mark Phillips, ABC 15, Arizona.
Deadly crash in southeastern Arizona, leaving drivers headed to our state from New Mexico with a long detour. And we're hearing this part of the westbound 10 could be closed for days. Engineers need to make temporary bridge repairs after a tractor trailer crashed into it. ABC 15 reporter Nicole Grigg with more tonight.
These are images of the fiery crash that killed a driver of a semi-truck after crashing into the bridge overpass, causing the pillar to buckle. David Lowen has been on the road all day driving. He left early this morning and was put on the detour that left him on a long and scenic route, he says.
About 50 miles of my trip, but it was gorgeous going through on the 60. I've never been that way.
State troopers have not identified the person killed or the trucking company that's involved. Our sister station speaking with drivers who were driving on empty by the detour.
And I'm from Florida.
So you took that detour all the way down to Douglas and back up?
All the way down up to here.
What's that like?
And I'm exhausted.
The cause of the crash is unknown. ADOT has a contractor that will begin temporary repairs for the bridge, but are asking drivers to be prepared.
We're advising people to plan for delays, pack your patience, expect lower speed limits than when you're on the interstate. There's going to be a lot of heavy truck traffic on these much narrower two-lane roads.
Reporting in Phoenix, Nicole Grigg, ABC 15, Arizona.
Evictions in Phoenix were up last month. 6,300 evictions were filed last month, up from 5,800 in March. The number of eviction filings in the valley dropped during the pandemic moratoriums, but have been climbing since last summer. If this trend continues, the number of Maricopa County eviction filings for the year could approach 78,000. Keep in mind, that's about the population of Flagstaff. New at 6, 2 new pieces of art just unveiled at ASU that aim to start an uncomfortable conversation around online exploitation. ABC 15's Jordan Bonnke joins us with how the art is just the start of the conversation.
Both of these new pieces of art at ASU are collaborations with Arizona youth. This one here with the Boys and Girls Club, and this one shows that the world is at our fingertips, especially after the pandemic. This is all part of a campaign that aims to show who your real friends are online.
The two pieces of art unveiled at ASU on Wednesday are designed in part to take your eyes off your phone for a while and keep you engaged.
I just really love her face.
The murals look to start a conversation about youth online exploitation. Kelsey Sims with the McCain Institute says the topic can be an uncomfortable one.
Just blank faces, we don't want to have a conversation. But as you start working with art, you start to see some of those expressions, those emotions, those conversations flow a little bit easier.
That conversation starter comes from the McCain Institute's Real Friends Don't campaign, as in real friends don't pretend to be something they're not. They urge families to raise the topic of online exploitation, educate on the platforms youth are using, act if something is wrong, and always learn more, stay involved. It's not a one-time conversation.
They love social media, they love gaming, but they look to their parents, they look to their teachers, they look to trusted adults in their life to know how to use it properly.
Amplified by the pandemic from all the online use, mental health concerns for teens have never been higher. 1 in 3 teen girls have seriously considered suicide, and teen depression rates have doubled over the past decade, according to CDC data. Federal lawmakers have taken notice by relaunching a bipartisan bill called Kids Online Safety Act. It would give parents new tools to monitor their child's activity on certain apps, provide more transparency on targeted ads, and allow you to report certain harms. Starting a tough conversation that continues to evolve.
Each scenario is going to look very different, and that's why it's so difficult to prevent and prepare for an online grooming instance, because every time it's going to look like something new.
Now, a way to start this conversation with your teen is asking them why they may be using a certain emoji more than once, or why they posted a certain picture. If you're looking to report any sort of harm, you could do so anonymously with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. For more information on this, you can go to our website at abc15.com. I'm Jordan Bonke, ABC 15, Arizona.
Important conversations to have.
Yeah, and you know, it's such an interesting one because we didn't grow up with social media, so we do have to ask our teens and kids a lot of questions because we didn't have this then.
Right. Yeah, very true.
A lot to talk about.
For sure. Well, as the Federal Reserve raises interest rates yet again, how it will impact mortgages, car loans, credit cards, and more. What a former friend of Lori Vallow Daybell revealed to jurors today as the former Arizona mom stands trial for the death of her children. And 2 Valley children hurt in a house fire. An update on how they're doing tonight.
March-like temperatures in early May. We'll talk about the valley cool down and the wind that's not going away in your most accurate forecast.
Uplifting Arizona. More stories of good people doing great things. Only on ABC 15 Arizona. Sponsored by Mountain America Credit Union.
Here's a look at where stocks ended today, down 270 points after the Federal Reserve announced another interest rate hike. So why do these rate hikes matter? Bottom line, it affects your bottom line.
Yeah, borrowing money is more expensive and good deals are harder to come by for things like mortgages, car loans, credit cards, and more. ABC 15's Garrett Archer takes us inside the numbers.
With inflation still very much higher than 2%, everyone expected a rate hike from the Fed on Wednesday, and they got it. The effective daily rate, it's the interest banks are charged by the Fed to borrow money, and as of today, that target rate is at or above 5%, and that's the highest in 16 years. So we've seen a flurry of interest rate hikes from the Fed in the past 2 years, 10 in total. And of the 5 most recent, 2 of them occurred just this year, and they are having the intended effect. Inflation was 7% in November when the rate increased 3 basis points, or 0.75. Today's rate hike, that was 0.25, with inflation down to 5%. But how does it impact you? Without question, the strongest correlation is with credit cards. Interest rates for prime borrowers, those with the best credit, they move in near perfect symmetry to the Fed rate. So this means that your credit card APR will be going up. Next, 30-year fixed mortgages. They generally move in the same direction as Fed rates, but only those most recent hikes we've seen have really impacted these mortgage rates. And finally, we have new auto loans. The correlation to the Fed rate hikes is even weaker than mortgages, but the general up and down trends are there. So this most recent hike will probably have little to no impact on car loans. So where do we go from here? Well, most economists believe that this is likely the end of rate hikes for the rest of the year, as long as inflation keeps falling and the nation's economy remains stable. With a look inside the numbers, I'm Garrett Archer, ABC 15, Arizona.
So, live look out at the Arizona Snow Bowl. Now the resort may be open through Memorial Day weekend, making it the longest ski and snowboard season in its history. Look at those bluebird days. Check in with Jorge Torres for more on what it's like up there and what we have ahead here in the valley.
Yeah, we're talking about some decent snowfall so far this season, and that's being understated because at Snow Bowl, they've gotten more than 33 feet of snow this season, specifically 398 inches, and the base depth is at 89 inches. So obviously that's a big reason why the trails will still be open potentially through Memorial Day weekend, even as temperatures begin to climb. And 41 out of the 55 trails are open as we speak. And those of you considering heading up to Snow Bowl for the weekend to do a little shredding, well, here's the forecast. It's going to be a bit nippy out there with temperatures Saturday and Sunday in the lower 40s. Slight rain and even snow chances up in the higher terrain, but it's going to be windy with wind gusts around 30 to 40 miles per hour at times. Keep that in mind up in Flagstaff. In fact, wind advisories take effect there beginning tomorrow right around mid-morning or so. In fact, right now on Desert Doppler, we are tracking a few spotty showers and thunderstorms across Mojave County and out toward Apache County near the Navajo Nation. All of that's generally drifting to the north and northeast away from the rest of the state. That's thanks to this upper level disturbance that's producing more rain and snow in areas like California and Nevada and here in Arizona too. It'll linger for the next few days, meaning not just a chance for spotty showers for some, but breezy to windy conditions essentially through the rest of the week and into the weekend too before we see a little break in the winds early next week. Speaking of the wind, here's what we expect for the next several days. In the valley, wind speeds essentially from 10 to 15 miles per hour through at least Monday, then dying down a little bit beginning Tuesday with peak wind gusts around 30 to 35 at times. Now tonight, we do expect lows in the 30s up in Flagstaff, 40s along the rim, with 50s there in southern parts of Gila County and throughout the lower deserts to a few spots around the 60s, including Phoenix. Tomorrow, those temperatures remaining up in Flagstaff only in the mid-50s. And along the 40, we'll keep those temperatures in the mid-70s in Winslow and 60s in central parts of the state, from Payson and Prescott to Sedona to Safford, though we're calling for a high of 86 degrees on Thursday. Across the valley tonight, expect overnight lows well below average in the 50s for early Thursday morning. Anywhere from 51 in Wickenburg to 59 in Peoria and some 60s out there, including Ahwatukee and Tempe. And those highs well below average, anywhere from 76 in Anthem to 79 in Deer Valley, 80 in Scottsdale and 82 in Tempe. Your 7-8 showing temperatures staying in the lower 80s in the valley through Friday, mid-80s for at least the early part of the weekend, and the 90s are back beginning Monday. Flagstaff, windy and cooler tomorrow with those highs in the 50s. Slight rain chances for the weekend, but we're back in the 60s and 70s early next week.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Jorge, thanks. The Arizona hospital looking for funds after spending tens of millions of dollars providing medical treatment to migrants.
We have an update after a Valley police officer was brutally attacked over the weekend, and the nonprofit that's now offering services for people with autism in the West Valley.
ABC 15, now streaming on Roku and these streaming devices.
An Arizona hospital near the southern border is out $26 million, they say, for providing medical care to migrants. According to our news partners at KTAR, Yuma Regional Medical Center is looking for funding to pay for the treatments. It's the only hospital in a 180-mile radius of that border city. The hospital's search for funding comes at a time where operations could ramp up even more as Title 42 ends next Thursday.
A new trial date now set for Christopher Clements. He's the Tucson man accused of murdering 6-year-old Isabel Celis. Pima County prosecutors say the new trial will begin September 12th. His trial earlier this year ended in a mistrial when the jury couldn't agree on the murder charge. Clements is already serving a life sentence for the murder of another child who was 13 years old.
Ravaged by drought, Lake Mead on the Arizona-Nevada border is exposing things hidden in the deep for decades, like this skeleton discovered by two sisters out paddleboarding on the lake a year ago this week. It's one of 4 sets of human remains found recently due to the much lower water levels.
We dug around a little bit, just kind of tried to move the sand away from the bones. It was when we saw the jawbone that's when we knew for sure this was a human.
Each discovery presenting a puzzle for investigators. Tonight at 10, how they narrowed down who the remains belong to and why these discoveries are expected to continue.
Legal challenge to the Suns and Mercury's new television deal. That new deal would put most of their games on broadcast television instead of cable starting next season. Diamond Sports, the bankrupt operator of Bally Sports Arizona, is suing the teams and 2 media partners, asking the deal be voided and that they be awarded damages. They argue the Suns breached their original expiring agreement with Diamond Sports. Suns are on the record saying that's totally inaccurate.
Saturn's rings are disappearing, and we don't know how much longer they will be around, but NASA's James Webb Telescope will soon help astronomers investigate what's happening and how fast the rings are eroding. Current research suggests the rings will only be part of Saturn for another few 100 million years. The Webb Telescope was made with the help of scientists here at ASU and U Arizona.
In tonight's Operation Safe Roads report, there will be DUI task forces out across the state, keeping your family safe, looking out for drunk drivers this weekend because of Cinco de Mayo. It is a good reminder, please get a ride share or use a designated driver if you are going out drinking. Do you know of any road safety issues? Let our Operation Safe Roads team know about it by sending an email or calling our Safe Roads hotline.
Arizona Autism United just opening a new location in the West Valley. The nonprofit offers services for people with autism and their families. The Avondale location offers diagnostic services, therapy, and more.
I talked to her the night before.
Tonight, we are hearing from an absolutely heartbroken family after their daughter was found dead near a hiking trail in North Phoenix. tracking the very latest and search for answers as police continue to look for her killer. Plus, new information after a man accused of killing his neighbors in Texas was finally arrested after a days-long manhunt. And 2 children hospitalized after a house fire. Tonight, we have an update on how they're doing.
This is ABC 15 Arizona at 6:30.
A young woman killed, a community on edge. Lauren Heike found dead several days ago.
ABC 15's Christine Stanwood learning several new details as we hear from her family for the first time.
We now know Lauren Heike was hiking a trail near where she lived in North Phoenix on Friday. Police say that she was brutally and viciously attacked from behind, but her body wouldn't be found until 24 hours after her murder.
I talked to her every single day, at least once or twice a day, and texted. And every phone call ended with, "I love you, Mom." And every text ended that way. Is horrific. I'm sorry.
29-year-old Lauren Heike's parents and best friends never heard from her again after a routine Friday morning hike.
Knowing what we know, I feel like my body told me something that evening.
Police say Heike was on a popular trail close to where she lived, just west of Scottsdale Road near Loop 101.
She loved to exercise. She was walking, and we know she was happy. She went out that morning on a beautiful day to do what she does every day.
24 hours later,
I talked to her the night before.
Her body was found. Police say she was viciously attacked from behind.
We just need help. Find whoever did this.
Investigators labeling this man, once a person of interest, now their suspect, upwards of 6 feet tall, wearing dark clothing and a backpack, running near the area.
The behavior, in my opinion, was so heinous that I would imagine that the subject would be displaying behavior symptoms that just would look out of place.
Wednesday, investigators out canvassing the area for even more evidence and warning neighbors to not walk or hike alone. Lauren's family, who's in town from Washington State, pleading for anyone with information to come forward.
She was my little girl. I'm going to miss her terribly.
It's okay, honey.
I just hope they can find whoever did this to her.
Now, police wouldn't say if Lauren knew the suspect or if any weapons or what kind of weapons were used, just so it wouldn't harm the integrity of the investigation. Silent witness, though, offering up to $2,000 for a reward in Lauren's case. So if you know anything, you watch the video, you recognize that man, or you were in that area Friday, police want to hear from you. Outside of police headquarters, Christine Stanwood, ABC 15, Arizona.
Christine, thank you. Well, the search continues for the person who stabbed someone to death near 48th Street in Washington, right near Sky Harbor. No details about who police are looking for in this case. A Phoenix police officer is out of the hospital following an attack during a domestic violence dispute over the weekend. The officer has several